Good morning, everybody. Pastor Lou Life here, renewing the mind and the body for a healthy living. And while the notifications are going out, we want to send out our birthday shout outs to Nicole Gregory, to Lamar Cherry, to Trevon Diamond, Fred Curtis, and to William Harris. And to anybody else who may be celebrating their birthdays today, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. And we pray that your day is filled with many blessings, gifts, and love from all around, and that you enjoy as many of the sweet things as you desire. Just don't make yourself sick. It's your day. You've been waiting 364 days for this one day to come around. And so, hey, it's all yours. Go out, live it up, and enjoy it as much as you possibly can. If this is one of your first time watching one of these broadcasts, I want you to know that they are to encourage you, to empower you, to educate you, to motivate you, and to inspire you, to uplift you, to move towards your destiny, operating in the purpose for which you've been created, using the gifts that are within you. And so I want to say thank you to every last one of you who are a part of the Pastor Blue Life family, those of you who consistently watch these broadcasts, those of you who consistently share these broadcasts with your family, your friends, your connections, those you are engaged with on Facebook and on social media. I just can't tell you thank you enough. It means the world to me to have you as a part of the Pastor Lou Live family and to have you a part of this broadcast. And so I just love you all so very much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I also want to say thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your comments, for your likes, for your texts, for your inboxes, for all of your shares, because those have all encouraged me to continue to share and do what we do over here on Pastor Lou Live. I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for Pastor Lou Live, what we do, and we always have a good time here. And so make sure the notifications are turned on. When you are on this page, there should be a little bell shape. So you want to make sure that that's clicked on, so that every time we go live over here, you're able to catch it and pick it up and be right along with us with what we are doing. So today is our Thankful Thursday. Today is our Thankful Thursday. It's all about what you are thankful and grateful for. All right, because I think sometimes we get caught up in the hustle and the bustle of everyday life, of everyday living, going to work, on the grind, challenges and conflicts and problems and resolutions. All of those things sometimes distract us from the one thing that we should have as a consistent habit in our life, which is that of being thankful and being grateful. And so this Thankful Thursday, I am thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for friends. I'm thankful for my spiritual covering. I'm thankful that I have a right mind today. I am thankful for food, for clothing, for shelter. I am thankful that I am living where I am right now. And I thank God for how it is just like it is right now. I learned that from my apostle. Even though it may not be the way that I wanted it to be, I thank God that it could have went another way, but it didn't go another way. And so I want to share with you all today this word of encouragement again to you, and it may be considered somewhat of education. Over here on Pastor Lou Life, we talk about the real deal. We don't sugarcoat anything over here on Pastor Lou Live, and I just am thankful and grateful that, because I believe that's the only way for us to truly be encouraged, for us to truly be educated, for us to be empowered, is if we keep it real and we deal with the real deal. We tell the truth. Good morning, Mo Steph. It's good to see you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. And so I want to share this word with you for those of you that may have a prophetic word that is hanging over your life. I want to share with you that the prophecy will come to pass. And I know that while we are living this life again, when we're going through the daily grind, we're going through the hustle and the bustle, it sometimes seems as if what God has spoken over our life, or what he has prophetically declared through his vessel, that it sometimes seems like it takes forever for it to come to pass. Sometimes you get discouraged. Sometimes you lose family members, you lose friends, you lose connections, you lose opportunities, you lose networks, while you're waiting for the prophetic word to come to pass. And I want to encourage you that is all along with the prophetic word of the Lord. He already has it lined up. When he speaks a word over you, the word of the Lord says he's sitting on the throne watching over that word to perform it, because he's got to make sure that his reputation is not damaged. Oh, I'm going to say that again. He's got to make sure that his reputation is not damaged. Even though when you and we make moves and we make decisions that sometimes mess up our reputation or call our reputation into question, God never messes up. He always makes sure that whatever he has said, whatever he has spoken, it's going to come to pass over your life, because he don't want to have no shoddy reputation. He wants to make sure that his name is always great, that his name is one that it has a reputation and a standard that when people call it, when they use it, that something happens, that it comes to pass. And so I say that the prophecy, the prophetic word of the Lord over your life, it will come to pass when you look at what God spoke through the angel Gabriel to Mary, the virgin. He spoke the prophetic word of the Lord to her, and she received that word in her heart. Now, one of the things that you also have to understand is that what's in your heart, watch y'all, watch what I'm about to say. I'm about halfway done. What's in your heart, watch this, it will cause everything outside of you. Watch what I'm saying. If it's in your heart, everything outside of you has to line up with the prophetic word that you have received. So therefore, if something is not lining up with what you have received in your heart, then it is not for you. Oh, I'm going to say that again. It is, let me say that, it is not for you. If it is not lining up with what God has prophetically declared over your life, don't stress, don't get frustrated, don't get bent out of shape, don't go making decisions, don't go being in haste and running to and fro trying to get everything to line up. No, keep a hold of the prophetic word that is in your heart that you have received. Watch this, because it will, I'm going to say it again, it will come to pass. This is what I have for us today. It will come to pass. Sometimes you may cry, sometimes you may get you may feel lonely, and again, it may seem like people that you are connected to for some reason have not understood the prophetic word that God has given to you. And it sometimes seems that people move in contrary or contrast to what he has prophesied over your life. And this is why I want to tell you that you must, in this season of your life, whoever it is that I'm speaking to alongside of myself, whoever it is, listen to this. In this season of your life, you must be very conscientious of who you connect to, of who you watch what I'm about to say, of who you allow in your inner circle, because you do have, watch what I'm getting ready to say, authority over who you allow in your personal space. You do have authority. We talked about this a while back, of what you allow enter through your eye gates. You do have authority over what you allow in your ear gates. Hear me. You do have authority and control of what you allow in and out of your mouth gate. And so you got to be very careful and conscientious of who you run with. Why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? I've got to get ready to get off of here. I'm saying this because watch, when Mary received that prophetic word of the Lord, also watch y'all, because hear me what I'm saying. You don't have to have the people that you think you have to have in your life. Watch this, especially if they are not in agreement, if they are not willing to walk with you with what God has prophesied over your life. You don't have to have those persons. Why? Because God has aligned people. Hear me what I'm saying. He has aligned people in your life that are down the road, around the corner, who you can't see right now, that are waiting to connect to you so that you can continue to walk towards, watch what I'm about to say, the manifestation of what he has prophesied or spoken over your life. And sometimes people don't believe in prophets, they don't believe in prophecy, and that's okay. That's on them. Why? Because the prophetic word of the Lord, y'all, it is what it is. It's his word, and his word shall forever stand, and nothing can stop his word from coming to pass in your life. When God spoke, let there be light, and there was light, what happened? And light is still in existence even for us today. So if he said it, watch, if he said it, it's coming to pass. You don't have to worry about that. Thank you so much for the red and blue dots. I see you there, Lady Vero. So what I was saying in regards to, you don't have to have people in your life that are not in agreement with what God has prophesied over you, because at the same time, hear me what I'm saying. The same time that the angel was prophesying to Mary, God was using an angel to prophesy to her husband in a dream. Okay. So what was happening is, even though you don't even see what God is doing and how he's working with somebody else who is down the road, around the corner, who's in a separate space from you, but watch this, he's giving them the very same word. Watch this, so that when you link up, when you come together, that there is agreement, and you both move towards the manifestation of the prophecy. I know what I'm saying. I'm saying something that's very real. I'm saying something that's very powerful. I'm saying something that I am living and seeing in my own life. And I just want to encourage you. Don't be tripping over people. Don't be sweating over people. Listen, what you have received, stand on the word. That's what I want to encourage you. Stand on the word. Be thankful and grateful for the word. Why? Because listen, his word shall forever stand. And what is his word? His word is what was made flesh. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing back to me. Thank you so much, Crystal. His word is what was made flesh. And the word, watch this, is become the chief cornerstone. What does that mean? The word is the very foundation for everything that is built on top of it. And so watch this. When you get that word in your heart, you have the chief cornerstone. You have the very foundation that is necessary. There's a song, it's an old hymn that we sing. I'm getting excited and I got to get off of here. It's time for me to go. But there's a hymn that we sing that says, on Christ the solid what? Rock I stand. The foundation I stand. The prophetic word. I'm standing on the I'm standing on the prophetic word. I hope somebody hears me right now. I'm not just standing on Christ. I can't stand on Christ. Why? Because Christ is spiritual. Christ is spirit. Christ is what? The word. Christ is what? The prophecy. And I'm telling you, it will come to pass. And so it says, on Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is what? Sinking sand. If you don't have that prophetic word in your heart, if you're not standing on the prophecy, if you try to stand on your mama, you try to stand on your daddy, you try to stand on your brother, your sister, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your kids, your aunties, your uncles, let me tell you, your cousins, listen, if they are not standing on the prophetic word of the Lord, you're going to sink. It says all of the ground is sinking sand. And I just want to help to keep you from sinking. I want to make sure that you get to destiny. I want to make sure you get to the manifestation of what he has promised. That's why I'm here sharing what I'm sharing. Because why? The prophecy will come to pass. Somebody put some red and blue dots up right there if you know that the prophecy will come to pass. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. The prophecy will come to pass. As a matter of fact, it is coming to pass. If you're listening to me right now, put it in the comment section. It is coming to pass. I want to speak this prophetic word over your life, that what he has promised you, what he has prophesied to you, that you will not forget it. And I declare and decree that the prophetic word of the Lord becomes stirred in your spirit. It becomes stirred in your belly, in your heart, and in your mind even now, that you reset your sight and your focus on the prophetic word of the Lord. And I declare and decree that you will never forget what he has prophesied over your life, and that what he has spoken, it is coming to pass, and you will see it. I'm declaring and decreeing you're going to see the prophetic word of the Lord come to pass before your eyes close over into eternity. Before your eyes close and you wake up into eternity. I'm telling you, the prophetic word of the Lord, it will come to pass. Bump the naysayers. Let me tell you that. Bump the naysayers. Don't let that come into your ear gate, because once it gets into your ear gate, then it begins to have a conflict and a war with what God has prophesied over your life. And so sometimes what I end up doing when somebody speaks a prophetic word over me, I write it down. So that way, whenever something that's contrary to it tries to come in and tries to mess with what he has prophesied, I speak and declare what the prophetic word of the Lord is over my life. And what is that prophetic word? I'm telling you that you and I shall live and not die to see the glory of the Lord in the land of the living. What is the prophetic word? That this is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our eyes. What is the prophetic word of the Lord? Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man the good things that God has prepared, but he has revealed it to us by what? The Spirit. I love you all. Thank you so very much. I see you there, Lady Rhonda. I see you there, Lady Ver. I see you, Crystal. I see you, Mostef. I see you, Pastor Shannon. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Share this broadcast with your family and your friends so that they can be encouraged to know that the prophetic word of the Lord, it is coming to pass in their life. We can't make it any other way than by the word. We can't live by anything other than the word. What did he say? Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds forth out of the mouth of who? God. I love you. I pray that you've been encouraged, that you've been empowered, you've been educated, motivated, inspired, and uplifted to move towards your destiny, operating in the purpose for which you've been created, using the gifts that are within you. I'm telling you, the prophetic word of the Lord, the prophecy, it will come to pass. I feel like running and shouting and dancing and hollering and worshiping all over this place because I'm seeing it come to pass, and I'm encouraging you, hold on and don't let go, because the prophecy, it will come to pass. I'm signing off by saying hello 2019. Y'all, it's still the same. I'm going up, and so are you. What's to come for you and for me is so much better than what's been. Mad love.